Alright, welcome back. Today I have something a little different for you. I have a skullcandy case. See here, this is the green and black and has the skullcandy logo. Now I picked this case up at my local at&t store for $30. And it's a nice slide-on case, but it has a real nice soft touch to it, and it's got the skulls. And what's really neat about it is at first you think they're all black, but if you kind of turn it in the light, you can see there's like 3 different colors to the skull. There's a black, a gray, and kind of a charcoal color, which is really kind of, it may not all show up on this video, but in person, as you can see there, some of them are showing up, but there's actually 3 different colors, which is kind of neat. Now, most plastic hard silicone cases, you know, I always worry when you slide them on, it's going to scratch your phone. So this particular one, what I did is I took some felt and put some double stick on it, as you can see there. So it's got a little bit of felt on the bottom, kind of like a CDO case, to give it a little protection, to kind of keep the case nice and firm on the phone without scratching anything. Now this side here has this rubber piece insert right there that kind of does it, but I added just a little bit of felt just to give it a little more added security so that it doesn't slide apart. And now of course here's my iPhone, and it's pretty straightforward. I have an anti-glare screen protector on here, which this particular screen protector I got at at&t store for $14 for a pack of 3, and it works awesome. As you can see through it, no problem. And it doesn't, as you can see, that's a chandelier above my table, and you can see here it diffuses the light quite well. So you can see there's a window, and it performs its job phenomenally. I'm about to say I've been real pleased with that anti-glare. One of the real nice things it does is it doesn't, most screen protectors like the clear or without a screen protector, you just touch it one time and you've got a greasy fingerprint. Well, this kind of hides those fingerprints. They don't show up nearly as easy. So we'll start at the bottom here, and we'll just slide the bottom case on. You just slide it all the way on till nice firm fit. With that felt in there, it's a real nice firm fit. It's not going to fall out on you. And then to the top, just the same thing. You just line it up, and you just slide it on. Just take your time, nice and slow. And it has a real nice, good feel to it. There we go. Now it's on. Now one of the things I like to do, because the bottom is black and it kind of have that opening, I take one of my plugs here from my Switch Easy cases. You see that's the little connector plug. And I plug up the connector there. Whoop, I dropped it. Make sure I line it up right. I just put that plug in there, and see it fills it in quite nicely, so the only thing exposed is the speakers. Now it doesn't come with that plug. That plug is from my Switch Easy. But if you guys have a Switch Easy case out there and you decide you want this case, you can do the same thing I did, and it kind of finishes off the look. But even without that, you're definitely protected, because there's quite a bit of thickness to that case before you get to the phone, as you can see right there. There's quite a bit of thickness. Now, of course, the top, all your buttons are nicely exposed. There's your sleep button. Your headphone jack is a nice cutout to where any headphones you may have will fit, no problem. And there's your volume rocker and your mute switch are real easy to get to. I'm going to say of a lot of the cases I've had, the mute switch on a lot of the cases is hard to get to. But on this one, the way this ample cutout, it's so easy to flip that switch on and off and do your rocker. There's nothing in between you and those buttons. Now, some people may not like those being exposed. They may like having some sort of protection over it. Me personally, this case isn't going to be as rugged as, say, an OtterBox or, you know, a full silicone case. It's not going to give you that dirt protection. But, I mean, if you're just keeping this in your pocket or something, this case is going to be all the protection you need. Now, as you can see here with that anti-glare screen protector, it has this real nice lip around the edge. It covers up all of the chrome, and it gives you this really nice lip. As you can see there, this nice thick lip sticks up around the phone. So if you're going to set the phone on its face on a table or something, you're not going to have to worry about scratching that face or anything. All in all, this is one of my favorite cases, just because the feel of it. It has a pretty cool little pattern with the skulls and stuff. It's not just your run-of-the-mill all one color or two-tone or anything. It has kind of a nice pattern to it, and it still has a real good build quality. Being from Skullcandy, they, of course, make some of the best headphones that I've used out there. Now, I haven't used Bose or anything, but I have a few different pairs of the Skullcandy, and they're great headphones. And it seems like they've taken that level of quality and care in their other products and carried it over to their cases. Because all the seams, you can see the seam there, but it's nice and smooth. There's no burrs or anything. And the build quality of it is really up there. You know, a lot of times you get some of these plastic cases, you can get them, you know, at malls and stuff. They're like $15 and stuff. But you get burrs, and you can just, the fit's not real good. This particular case just fits this phone really well, and the build quality is excellent, and that soft touch feels really nice. It has a real nice feel in your hand. It's not going to slide out. It's not just this smooth, glossy plastic that's going to show every little scratch and scuff on it. This case seems to be a little more durable. Now, I haven't used it for about a week in and out of my pocket, and I haven't gotten any scratches or anything on it now. As far as this soft touch, if it's going to hold up over the long run, I don't really know. I haven't had it that long, but the period of time I've had it and used it, I haven't gotten any scratches or scuffs on it. Now, I haven't dropped it or anything. So as far as that goes, I mean, it's probably going to give you some good protection if you drop it, but it's probably going to mar that finish up and crack the case if you do drop it. But I'd much rather crack my case and have to replace a $30 case as opposed to replace my $400 phone. But all in all, this Skullcandy is a pretty sweet case. I hadn't seen them anywhere. I was in my at&t store about a week ago, and they had this huge display of all the Skullcandy stuff, and this was one of the items they had on display, so I picked one up. I thought, wow, that's a pretty cool case. I looked online. You can't really find them online anywhere. The only place that I've seemed to find them at is an at&t store. Maybe they have some sort of exclusive deal to sell these cases. But it's a pretty sweet case. If you get a chance to go to your local at&t store and check one out, you probably really like it if you're into that kind of this style of the case. But that's been my review of the Skullcandy case for the iPhone 3G, 3GS.